Hi everyone, Sandman here. Everyone out there listening, stop being nice to women. You will please note that the concepts of reality, values, reason, rationality, and truth are qualities that I rarely see in the average woman. Modern women are raised to take and consume what they don't earn, and communism is the perfect philosophy for them. You've opened my eyes to the maniacal as well as diabolical ways of women. I'm just ranting here. I'm a man going his own way. Gynocentrism never sleeps. It's like baseball. Women seek to keep a bullpen of men, and as a result, the gynocracy will continue to grow until the end. Every single man going his own way is actually a recovering mangina. And I'm not being racist, it's just my observation. Because video games have been one of the few escapes that men have had from this gynocentric world. Yes, a nice guy can be a jerk at the same time. Netflix and YouTube are going to kill you. She wants this type of guy to show up at the bottom of the ninth inning to save her ass when she's hitting the wall and her vagina's almost completely used up. Women are all the same. They get bored quicker than guys, and then she's off looking for the next nutsack. Thanks for taking your daily dose of red pills. And apparently in the 1950s and 1960s, people were much happier than they are today. Yet today women are vile and horribly behaved. And why do you think women are obsessed with shoes? They often have dozens or even hundreds of pairs of shoes because of the power that those shoes give them over men. They want to raise women up and spew feminism and communist propaganda.
Oh God, not this fucking guy. Jesus Christ. We all knew this was coming. Let's fucking do this. Hello there, hello there, hello there, and welcome to episode 19 of The Descent of Man-osphere, the series where I take you through the ways in which the Man-osphere and its utterly fucking disgusting inhabitants are trying to reverse human evolution and drag us all back into the fucking sea. And today we're dealing with an anonymous MGTOW without any know-how. Yes, it's Sandman! Damn you, Hetfield! Anyway, yeah, like I said, we're dealing with Sandman. Seriously now, fucking cut it out. Anyway, we're dealing with Sandman. No, we're good, okay. We're dealing with Sandman. And Sandman is a MGTOW. And just like most MGTOWs, he fucking hates women.
All women are irrational, and if they aren't, then they're just sitting there quietly so they don't attract any attention to their irrational thinking. Don't trust women for anything unless you're generally doing a job for them. Women are not loyal to men. Don't stick your dick in crazy. Certainly give us ammunition to show that female nature is completely negative. Out as home-wrecking sluts, a world with no personal secrets would be a world that women hate. Their entire existence is built on deception and trickery. If a woman wants sex too quickly, that's also red flag. She's obviously a carousel rider. Remember that men fall in love and women fall in lust. You can either love women or you can understand them. You can't do both.
You can either love women or you can understand them. You can't do both.
Now bear in mind what you've just heard. You might be surprised to find out that this guy is really baffled as to why people think he's a misogynist. I want you to keep that opinion of his in mind during the course of this. Now for those of y'all who don't necessarily know a lot about MGTOW, don't worry, Sandman's got you covered in a video entitled Introduction to MGTOW.
I'm getting a number of people asking me to do an introduction video for MGTOW, so here it is.
I already said that bit for fuck's sake.
I'm going to cover 25 of the most important video topics that I've covered since I've started my channel. And the first thing to remember about MGTOW is that a man that has taken the metaphorical red pill is a man that has learned the ugly truth about female nature.
But basically women are scum. Am I right, Sandman? Am I right? Am I right?
Women are made out to be harmless, beautiful creatures. But the truth is, many women today will rip out your heart and testicles through your wallet and move on to their next victim with absolutely no second thoughts.
See, you thought I was being hyperbolic, didn't you? But these guys really do think that women are basically utter fucking garbage.
So taking the red pill is making yourself aware of how women operate, and you stop being naive about it. With regards to becoming a MGTOW, there are 4 or 5 different levels to MGTOW. The first level is the purple pill man. This is the man that's aware that women use the government, the courts, and men's desires to reproduce to take advantage of men. But the purple pill man believes that the risks of a relationship and marriage are often worth the potential punishment.
So that's your basic entry-level misogynist.
A level 2 MGTOW believes in dating and short term relationships, but not marriage, long term relationships, or cohabitation with women. To him, these often seem very dangerous.
So basically that's a teenage boy then. He wants to get his end away, but he doesn't want a long-term relationship. Okay?
A level 3 MGTOW doesn't believe in dating women at all and limits his interactions with women as much as possible.
Okay, now we're getting quite close to serial killer territory.
A level 4 MGTOW tries to limit his interactions with the state and everyone else as much as possible, too. He is what is referred to as a guy that's ghosting or trying to stay invisible to women and the state.
And then there's the full Unabomber approach. And these fuckers wonder why we think they might be dangerous.
One very important thing to remember is that many more women today, in their 20s, than in past generations, are riding the cock carousel. This means they are having no strings attached sex with, in some cases, dozens of men before they decide to settle down with a single guy, if they decide to settle down at all. And I'm linking to my video called The Cock Carousel, which is number 2, down below.
Yes, it really is number 2. A massive pile of number 2. And have you noticed how these guys never have a go at men for doing precisely the same thing? For having no strings attached sex with dozens of partners in their 20s? And they genuinely wonder why we might think that they're sexist arseholes.
Women look to settle down with a beta male provider, a blue pill man with little to no understanding about female nature.
So that would be a normal, non-mental, non-sexist as fuck kind of guy then. Okay, right, got ya.
After a woman convinces her beta male blue pill man that marriage is a good idea for him, then she has a child or two which at some point allow her to leave that relationship and use those children as a way to get child support from her husband.
It's not getting child support in the way that you imply, okay? It's a man paying for the upbringing of his own children. You know, the ones that he helped create. It's basically a man paying his own fucking bills. Or would you rather have society pay his bills for him? And in several other of your videos, you insinuate rather snidely that women are living the high life off of this child support money. But I can tell you that most single mothers, or indeed single fathers for that matter, have to scrape by like fuck to desperately try and keep their heads above water financially. And they do an absolutely fucking incredible job in doing so. And the fact that you and your fucking ilk would gleefully shit all over their fantastic achievements and their incredibly hard work tells us exactly what kind of fucking pricks you all really are.
People wonder why men go their own way, and one of the biggest reasons is that they have been burned by women through the divorce courts, and are often paying lifetime alimony as well as child support to their ex-wives.
Now there is some truth to that, although I would question the number of men that have lifetime alimony payments taken from them and all the rest of it. But basically yes, a lot of MGTOWs are embittered, scornful, fucking twisted old pricks. I mean there really are some truly monumentally pathetic specimens out there. But Sandman, the thing you fail to address is actually lots of your followers are young men who haven't been divorced and aren't paying child support and all the rest of it. They've just been hurt by a girl. They've been cheated on or dumped by a girl, and basically they've decided that the whole world must burn because of this. They've decided that everyone else must pay for the injustice which has befallen them. I call it the Elliot Rodger effect, and it is the driving force behind the MGTOW movement.
Another important thing to remember is that women age like milk, while men age like wine.
He really does think that men age like wine. Yes, more like vinegar in some cases it would seem. Now in my research to put together that small compilation of pictures, I had to look through a lot of very, very graphic old man gay porn pictures. And all I'll say is, what has been seen cannot be unseen. You're welcome, world. You'd better fucking enjoy this video, okay? And secondly, before anyone accuses me of body shaming these men, I personally don't have any problem with the way they look. If they're comfortable and happy with the way they look and they want to go out in public showing that off to people, All power to them. I merely bring it up because Sandman and the rest of the manosphere, their version of, traditional beauty or whatever, these men would not fit within that. And so Sandman's idea that men age like wine is clearly untrue. They age like humans.
And the ironic thing is that women want to manipulate men, but when the manipulation works, they tend to lose interest. With regards to love, there are often questions as to whether women are even capable of loving men.
Oh my fucking god. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. You make it so that I don't even need to make you look like a prick. You really do. You make this too easy for me.
The guy we MGTOWs look up to the most is Nikola Tesla, a lifelong bachelor that invented many of the technologies that we use today. He registered hundreds of patents and invented the 20th century by many accounts. Do you think that he could have invented all of the things that he did if he had a wife and children to support?
Well, Thomas Edison did it. He was married twice and had 6 fucking children. So clearly it's not a matter of being married or having kids, is it? It's whether or not you're a fucking genius.
This issue of being a closeted MGTOW is one that many of my listeners face. Other men get married because they like to play a game called Captain Save-A-Ho.
Save-A-Ho. Captain Save-A-Ho. You genuinely wonder why people despise you and think you're a sexist prick. Really?
Other men get married because they like to play a game called Captain Save-A-Ho. They want to rescue women by paying off their student loans, buying them a nice home and furnishing it, as well as spoiling them rotten like princesses. Yet many of the women they tend to rescue are used-up sluts that have been riding the cock carousel for most of their lives.
So what about the guys that they fucked? Are they used-up sluts too? Are they used-up sluts that have been riding the pussy roller coaster or whatever the equivalent would be?
And many women prefer to date bad boys and jerks instead of good, loving, supportive, and good-hearted men.
And I suppose that you consider yourself to be one of those good-hearted men, right, Sandman? Why won't these used-up sluts love good-hearted men like me? I'm such a nice guy, you stupid fucking whore!
But it's much harder for unattractive men than it is for unattractive women. And men that are incapable of getting dates and getting into relationships are often called TFLers, or true forced loneliness type of guys.
I think there's a much smaller difference between the MGTOWs and the true force loneliness guys than you realise. Or that you want to realise.
But sometimes a man that goes after women constantly gets friend-zoned. The friend zone is a place where a man becomes a utility for a woman, but gains no sexual favors, pleasures, or a relationship in return for the friendship that he provides a woman. And even if he does marry her, she will tire of him almost certainly in her 30s, and she will say things like, "Not tonight, honey," and deny him sexual release.
Hang on a minute, Sandman. Are you suggesting that women shouldn't have the right to refuse sex to a partner? I'm asking you that genuinely because I've heard MGTOWs in the past call for laws which prohibit marital rape to be removed from the books. Literally calling for the re-legalisation of a man's right to rape his wife. Which in a roundabout sort of way leads us into this. Yes, it's the inevitable bit about rape. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Now, for Sandman's inevitable bit about rape, I could have gone with loads of stuff, because he's said some stupid shit about it. But instead, I've picked out a bit from his video about the 2014 Toronto Slut Walk, which he went to and catalogued with photography and stuff, because apparently he's actually a photographer in real life. And during this video, he outlined one of the talking points which most amuses me from the manosphere.
Men are raped in prison far more than women, and I'm sure that there could be prisons and jails for transsexual people, and I don't see this as a really big issue to solve. What I do see as the real issue that feminists should be addressing is male rape in prisons. Male rape in prison is like the elephant in the room.
Yes, the very same people that say, there's absolutely no rape culture in the West, you fucking idiots, also then go on to say, but look at all these hundreds of thousands of men that are getting raped that no one's talking about. And the cognitive dissonance it takes to actually believe both of those things at the same time is fucking ludicrous. Get your act together, you idiots. Give me some chicken. Whoa, fucking hell, Rory Cats, what are you doing, man? Scared the shit out of me. Give me some chicken, 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 give me some fucking chicken. Alright. I'll get you some chicken in a minute. Just give me a fucking second. I'm just doing the video. Fucking cat. Meh. So cool dinosaur thing. Anyway, on with the next bit. Now, most